Hey, howdy, hey. It's Charlie. I'm going to be tying whatever the fuck this thing is. I had this thought in my head. Last week I got started on it. Had a really busy weekend, had a busy week, didn't have a chance to sit down and do it. Right now I am. This was like version 1.0. And then I've made a version 2.0 and a 3.0, and this is going to be the fourth version. And I keep thinking about either adding or subtracting from this fly, but this is the idea. Now, I'm semi-satisfied with version 1.0 or 1.0 more than I am anything, which I think says a lot because the tendency is either to think that you need to add more. The greatest tool you can use in fly tying is to show restraint when it comes to adding materials. Learning to like fucking let go of everything you want to try to pack into it and simplify it down to a point of what is necessary. This was basically that fly. Then I tried adding rubber legs, and then I tried taking out materials and adding materials. Instead of using fox, I was like, I'll use craft fur because I wanted to have more length. And when I added more length, it just kind of kept going to shit. So basically, I'm going to go back to this and show you kind of how I went about doing it. Now, I'm trying to remember exactly how I did that, but I'll kind of show you here. And this was it. So even the green flat braid that I had, I don't think I have anymore, but I'll try to find it here on my desk real quick. I should have sat down a little bit more prepared for this than I am right now. And that's the only thing I'll apologize for today. Okay? So, come prepared to the fucking table next time. Tell you what, I don't fucking have it in sight, but I do have straggle leg, and that's what I'll use for that tag. Okay? Let's work our way back where we will tie in straggle string. Great product, awesome. Maybe it's better. Maybe it adds just a little bit of straggle. I don't do rear striations on my flies, but I will add maybe a little bit of something that moves back here. I have never ever in my life lost a fish and been like, fuck, should have had that rear station. That's never been the case. Never once, never will. I also just about fucking ripped my thumb off just now, and so I'm going to do something about that real quick. I'll show you what that is. Choo-choo. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure it's the same because no one likes getting fucking hurt. But man, when I get fucking poked by a hook, I get so fucking angry about it. Pisses me off beyond belief. Straggle string, can you see it? It adds just a wee bit of straggle. Let me fucking clip that turd out of there. This was not done on the last one. Here I am fucking adding materials that hopefully don't make a huge difference. But this is like a chenille, medium black. And instead of ostrich, I use this, depending. You'll see kind of what it does. Get it down to the core to tie it in so that you just don't tie in a bunch of unnecessary bulk. And then go ahead. It's not going to take a whole heaping lot. Hopefully only one wrap, really, to get you where you need. And that's basically it right there. This is just back here as just a little bonus feature. Doesn't do anything. It's not going to prop up any materials because there's nothing to prop. I'm going to just tie in a flat braid, silver at this point. I should wax that up so that doesn't happen. Let's go ahead and do it, actually. I saw it here just a second ago, so I know I have it. I mean, I thought I did anyway. But just like everything on my fucking tying desk, apparently, I don't know where anything is. McFucking goodness. I don't have answers all the time. Okay, well, you'll have to deal with it, and I'll have to deal with it. Squeak. Yeah, because it ain't. It's not right here. Okay, we'll come on back here. And then we're going to find the biggest schloppen we can. Biggest, webbiest, coolest feather of the bunch. This is getting to be a pretty done for caper schloppen I've got. Not a whole lot of great materials for what I'm trying to accomplish here. So even on that side, damn, those kind of suck. Dang, those are kind of better over there. Well, what I'll do is peel that off, see if I even get to that point when I tie it in. So this will go, and then I got a wee bit of copper that we're going to add to this. This comes all the way forward. Normally I tie this on a Reddington, but I wanted to try to change. Well, those eyes are not fucking tied in very well. I just felt it like fucking move, so give it a wee bit more. And I'm gonna helicopter that around. Good, great. I can't remember what the fuck I was saying. So it wasn't important. Anyway, there's some copper. It should have come before the schloppen. Sorry, order of operations has gotten away from me. Whatever. Cut that with your fucking dumb scissors, not your nice scissors. It's metal. Start to tie that in halfway. And then we'll come up. Now, let's get this flat braid kind of up in here. Get it going. It comes up. Wish I could speed this up for you guys. It's totally unnecessary to watch this, but you can. Nothing to it. Nothing to really talk about. Don't do that. That's the only thing I can tell you. I got to undo it and fucking redo it. Don't let go of it. That's my tying tip. You ever start to get fucking weird spit collect right here? And you do that. I don't know what it is. Like I'm about to fucking drool. It doesn't happen often, but every once in a while I fucking feel it happening and I feel like a fucking fourth grader. It's a weird thing. Like I feel like I remember this. In elementary school, I remember this kid that like I'd always see it and he'd always be going and like sucking that spit like he had a malfunction. It's okay if you do too. I'm just saying, I don't like it when I do it. Fuck whoever that is. That car sounds like shit. So dumb. Let's keep going. Let's get to the point. Tie in your fucking dumb copper. No! Did I break it off? Motherfucker. There's an option here. No, there's not. I'm just not going to do it, so you'll get the idea. Schloppen normally gets wrapped like right in front of that, but this will be fucking fine. Who cares? If you want to add it and not fuck up, add it and don't fuck it up. I like to give this 3 wraps if I can. at the end, because that's what I would do if I was just tying the schlopping in as like a collar or whatever. But yeah, it's there. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So that's in. That's good. That's gonna be. Wish it was a wee bit longer back there, but that's okay. And now, I had done Angora. I have some Angora, and I did some Angora with some orange ice dub. I wish they weren't exactly the same color, but I am out of yellow Angora, but I do have some orange. I'm not going to use a whole bunch, but I'm basically going to turn this into a hackle. I'm going to create a little dubbing loop here. Not a lot of this, and just enough to make it behave more like a, it's going to be a prop. This is going to kind of hold some shit up in here is all. So, oh God, I ate it. Told you we were going to have to endure it together. Oh, what the fuck? I just punched it. I can't get it together. That's pretty typical of me, so. Bodkin, you want to get that the fuck out of here. That's going to want to just sit there and get in my way the whole time. I can see it happening here. I'm going to allow it because I don't want to fucking dick off with trying to keep it out of it. So, we'll brush this because we want to get that basically just back to the thread. So it's like an EP brush basically. But we didn't use an EP brush, we created it. And I'm a huge fan of EP. Because you don't have to fucking try to avoid spinning your shit into your dumb dubbing loop. You can just tie it right in on a stainless steel line that's strong and built for you. What do you get out of this? More options. You have the ability to kind of do whatever colors and variations you'd like, which is a cool thing. But yeah. Yeah. Get all these fucking loosey-goosies out of here. Starting to see it? I don't know how easy it is to see. I have the light kind of fucking far away right now because otherwise it's in my eyeballs. And I want to see what I'm doing better. I also want to try to get that in there tighter than this because there's a wee bit more materials. Now, this is actually kind of good. This does get me, I'm curious if I can pull just enough of that away right there. I think that's going to be better. I was able to pull those eyes a little bit. I could feel it. But what is it now? Okay, some orange Arctic Fox. Not a lot. This is going to be a cool accent under there, but not something we want to have really pop out in a gigantic way. And I'll show you, brush this out. I like the guard hairs. That's actually more of what I'm going for here, so. This is what starts to come out of it quite a bit. If you keep that in there, that's just gonna build up bulk. It's just gonna tie in, and it doesn't want to be there. So that's what we're doing when we do that, is typically just getting the materials out of the fucking way that don't want to be in there anyway. Now, I tied this in backwards. I'll just kind of like finesse this thing over, give it the wee wiggles, work my thread through it the best I can, a loose wrap. And then it's going to be another loose wrap. And I'm going to pull back into these materials with it. So. Now we can pull these things back. And we're not going to tie, if we're not going to tie over them, we're going to just tie in front of them, create a thread dam basically. So keep that in mind when you do it. You don't want to tie them down. You want them to do their thing. Take a look at the underside here. What am I working with? Okay. Get out. As always, if there's anything in there that doesn't feel like it's like playing nice the way you want it to, yoink it out now. You know, if they're going to cause you problems, do something about it. I don't like it. Fucker. Okay. What I'm going to try to do right now real quick is also just give this a fucking wild brush, because I'm going to sparse this up the best I can. Forward brushes are usually the thing that works really well on that, but you know, I can see it wafting around, floating around in here. And now I feel fucking way better about it. Everything else that comes in here at this point is gonna be tip top. So some crystal flash, a little bit of sparkle, not a heaping pile. Actually, one other thing here real quick is, it ain't gonna be yellow. Forgive me for not knowing what this stuff is called. It's also a crystal flash, but it's way finer. I'm pretty positive it's probably used in trout flies. But I found a way to use it in this, and it's typically more like, rather than big long strands of it, I tie them short. You see? And it just works better that way. That's what they want, is to be short. So there, yep. And I'm gonna try to get not a lot of it, but I do want to give it a good spread. And I don't want to tie in a whole bunch because I don't have a whole lot of room to cut. So loose, tie, a little tight, and then I'm going to spread that around with my thumb or my index finger or any finger that fucking works. All fingers. And there we go. Kind of got to spread out a little bit. Give that one more. Now I'm going to put a little dollop of super glue right here on the base down here. Now I'm going to take my bodkin, and I'm going to give that flash a little bit of a glue, because without it, it'll want to yank out. So, and then we'll give it a wrap around Okay. Go. Go. It'll want to, yeah, it'll want to yank out without it. So now we got a little bit of that. That'll just kind of like pop through, be a cool little feature. Where did I put it? It's in this one. I did more on this one than I probably should have because I did top and bottom. But you can see it in there. Yeah. This one's going to be more sparse than that one was. And then I got to try to find the wispiest feather of this bubblegum pink that I can. And, oh, you know, I did tie in some Amherst into the other one. I'm going to do it on this as well. 4 total strands, 2 down each side. 4 total, 2 down each side. Right there. Separate them first. Put them back together. If you can, they completely rotate them, and I'll show you. Should look like this, like little antennas. And then I'm not gonna fuck off with trying to clip it out after. I'll tie it on far side first. Far side when I tie in, I know I say far side and then like I rotate my vise in my direction. That's because I can see what I'm doing when it's oriented up, rather than actually trying to tie it on the far side. I have a rotary vise. If you have a rotary vise, use it, you know. There they are again. They kind of look like that. And then clip them. There it is. All right. Now, that's going to be it. I'm not even going to probably end up adding another material after this. I was going to, like I did with that one, some silver fox, but feels like I might be running out of space. I don't want to get too crowded up in here. So finding those proportions, figuring it out, that's going to be a thing. But uh-oh. Seems to be a delicate piece of marabou here. Overly delicate. Every fucking time I try to create a tie-in point, I just am peeling it, just breaking it. That's the kind of luck I have here, I guess. Get back over on this side, fucker. And one around the front of it. I'm going to have to be careful with it here because I get a feeling I'm going to yank it right out. There's wanting to go. Wanting to go. Right there already wanting to go. So. All right. That's basically 1 wrap, and that's basically 1.5 wraps. Maybe didn't quite get out of it what I was wanting to there, but that's going to be okay. So. All right. We'll clip that out. Get in there. And, yeah, I'm fucking not going to add a wee bit of a darker, polished up, refined look here would probably be pretty cool, but I don't think I need to. That's great. That's kind of the one I'm looking for there. And now you know how to do it if you want to tie one of those. I'll button it up while we're here, we're at 25 minutes. And just go for it from there. So 2, 3, 4 of them, I suppose, whips around. I don't go crazy with it because I always just, I'm going to super glue this. It never feels like something I necessarily need to do when you add super glue. The super glue is obviously going to hold shit. Don't go fucking overboard with it though, because you'll, like at the end of your fly, you dump a bunch of super glue on it, gets all over all your materials in there and makes them funny, and then you're going to be like, that's a pointless fly at this point. And you can, like, of course, it's, in my opinion, it's better to put a dollop on your vise and pick it off with your bodkin. And it doesn't seem like you're doing much, but you are, because you can see it kind of get in there. You can just add as necessary, and it'll sit there and penetrate. It's like painting an old fence. You know, like you're gonna have to put like many layers on it. You'll see that paint just absorb into it. That's what happens here. The super glue just sucks down in there. And that's it. That's kind of the jammy right there, man. That's the best one. that's the best version of this fly I have tied for sure. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna watch my own video when I need to know how to get back to it and redo it, I guess. What did I do? The answer is restraint. Understand when you get to the end, like this one, oh, I didn't add flash. It would be the only thing. There's some crystal flash in there. It's going to be flashy enough, I suppose. But I would like to have added that, is all. And now it's done, and I'm not going to even bother. But I add flash to my flies typically, always. But otherwise, it's the same thing. So fucked up on the copper tinsel. That's not in there. Didn't add a silver pheasant like was on this one, but judging the two of them, I would say this is the superior fly. So anyways, take care, guys. Thanks for coming.